Hey, it's Lori, and I'm going to do some food prep today, and I figured I'd share it with you and chit chat along the way. I'm going to be making, you can see what's on my counter. I've got eggs out, almond flour, the salmon, some V8 juice, avocado oil. Do I have everything out that I need? Probably not. There's more back here behind me on the stovetop too that I'm going to pull over and show to you. But I'm going to be doing some vegetable soup. Hang on a sec. I've got the trial paused, and they were actually on a recess, and I haven't turned it full blast so I could hear it when it started back up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've wasted about the last hour sitting down doing nothing but watching the trial. So, I mean, it's been going on for weeks, and it's, I don't know, halfway through probably. Anyhow, let's not talk about that today. The salmon patties. I'm going to make salmon patties with this salmon, and I'm going to have plenty for, I'm going to try putting them in the freezer. I got this recipe from a blog called That Low Carb Life. I'm going to talk about that a little bit here pretty soon. I've got some notes up here that I wrote some things down about this blog because I didn't want to forget things and leave things out. But anyway, that's what those notes are for. And yeah, I think they're going to be delicious. They are low carb, and I'm going to try it out. So there is the recipe, and I'm not going to use this particular recipe because I kind of altered it just a little bit. For instance, fresh dill. I don't have fresh dill, so I'm just going to use some dill weed, but it's going to take just a very little bit of that compared to the fresh dill. And parsley. I'm not even going to, I might sprinkle a little parsley in. I don't know yet. Probably not. I'm going to cut down the salt a little bit because some of the comments underneath it said it was a little on the salty side. So I'm going to cut the salt down a little bit, and it says to fry it in butter. I'm not going to fry it in butter. I'm going to fry it in the avocado oil.
Hi, Mama.
So, hey, Chase.
Hi, YouTube.
Chase is home. Okay, so I paused you for a minute so that I could like lower you and give you a different view, flip it around, all that good stuff. And as soon as I shut it off, Chase says, well, now that you shut off YouTube, I suppose you're going to start being mean to me. Am I mean to you, Chase? Usually, whatever.
Are these Cheeto Puffs?
No, those are carrots. So he showed you one of my other ingredients that I have, and that's some carrots that I have rinsed off. I don't think I'm going to use all of these carrots, but there they are. I have a Rutabaga that I'm going to try peeling that with my new peeler. I didn't even take it out of its packaging yet, so I've obviously never used it. I've never used a peeler like this. Oh, it's got wire ties. But I've never used this kind of peeler, so it's going to be new for me. And if I do it wrong, or if there's a better way to do it than the way I do it, somebody please tell me in the comments below. Don't be shy. Constructive criticism. I love it. I welcome it all the time. Let's see if I can do this without slicing my finger off, huh? There we go. All right, get rid of this thing. Yeah, so like I said, I've never used this kind of peeler before. This seems pretty wobbly. Is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah.
It also looks really sharp.
It's supposed to be.
It is definitely really sharp. All right, well, it's supposed to be, Chase. How do you know? No, I'm going to cut that part out. All right. Hey, when these guys are around, sometimes I have to cut things out. What can I say? All right, so I need to get the carrots and the rutabaga in the crock pot and get it started first, because they're going to take, oh, this is still kind of draining water, but they're going to take a lot longer to cook than this stuff. This is green onion, and it's going to be for the salmon patties, but I don't even know if you can see all this. So I got lima beans, corn, sweet peas, and green beans. It's also going to go into the veg soup, and yes, they're frozen. That's okay. That's what I'm using. So, oh, and I have also some celery, and it doesn't look the greatest because it got shoved to the back of the fridge and we kind of forgot about it. So, I mean, it's still crispy though. This one's not really the greatest, but some of them I'm probably going to throw out, but other ones I'm probably just going to trim the ends off and use them because they still smell fine. They don't smell like they're rotten or anything. So I'm going to use it. All right. And once I get this rutabaga and the carrots into the crock pot, or into the crock pot. Get those going. I'm gonna boil some eggs in an Instant Pot. All right, let me try this out and see. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is working good. Try to keep my hand out of the way in case I slip. Just in case I slip, because this thing's definitely sharp. Okay, some little spots in it that I'm gonna have to trim away. So that's why I'm going over it a few times in case you were wondering. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna have to get used to this peeler. Oh yeah, this peels it really nice though. Yeah, it sure does. All right, I'm gonna get this peeled off camera the rest of the way. But yeah, like I said, if there's something I should know about this peeler that I'm doing wrong or, you know, should be doing differently or whatever,
You're doing it properly.
let me know. I'm doing it properly? Okay, Chase says I'm doing it properly. So, there you go.
If they tell you otherwise, they better do some research.
Maybe I should have done some research, huh?
Negative.
This definitely isn't the freshest rutabaga I've ever had. I had to cut out a lot of, like, spots in it and stuff. Whoops. Let me just throw it across the room. But yeah, I had to cut out a lot of little spots, and it just doesn't look the freshest, but oh well. It'll be fine once it's cooked. It's not, like, it's not rotten or anything. I just had to cut a lot off of it, but the peeler works great. So I brought my crock over here. It's got a crock pot liner in it. Yeah, whatever. Just throw them in, right? It'll be fine. It's gonna have a lot of carrots in it. So what can I say? I'm gonna go ahead and dice this up. Oh, and another thing, I used all these knives, even the bread knife, because I can't find my other one that's not a bread knife that's shaped like this. My long knife. But anyway, I don't know where it is. Sometimes people put things away from the dishwasher and they don't know for sure where they go, so I don't know where they put them, then I can't find them. I really need a recommendation for a good knife. If anybody knows, let me know. There's got to be something better than what I've got. So, all right, let me get this cut up and I'll get back with you. Okay, so I got that cut up. I already put it in. Brendan came home. He did some landscaping work today, so I've been chatting with him. I have, whoa, this much rutabaga in there. So about half of it, I suppose. And lots of carrots. So that should be good for that. And then the rest of this rutabaga I'll use for something else. I'll just put this back in the fridge. Oh, I should have kept that plastic bag it was in. That's all right. I'll put it in something else. But anyway, I'm going to get this going because it is definitely later than I wanted to get started. I've got all this. This looked kind of extra reddish, but I guess it's just original. I think it needs shook up. Okay, now it looks like V8 juice. Anyway, I'm going to put this V8 juice in here and get the rutabaga and carrots started because I'm going to cook those for probably about 3 hours, I think, before I put the other stuff in because the other stuff isn't going to need much time at all. And I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to end up being super well done because I'm going to put this in the freezer, and once it's in the freezer and reheat it again, it's going to soften more. And last time I made this, I did overcook it a little bit, and it wasn't my favorite, but I ate it anyway. Okay, so there's what it's looking like right now, and I'm going to go get this into the cooker and get it going. I always save these produce bags from the store, unless it's like, well, I'm going to turn it inside out. It's got some little crummy looking things in it, but it'll be fine. You know what it is? They have my romaine lettuce in it, so it'll be fine. But anyway, I save these so that I can use them for stuff like this. All right, so this is going to go in the fridge. And I'm going to get some eggs into the Instant Pot and get them boiled. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Darn it, I forgot to do the tap, tap, tap with the spoon. Well, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. I'm just gonna take them back out of there to do it. First of all, Instant Pot eggs are super easy to peel anyway, but if you do this method, it's like the shell practically falls off. Listen, pop. So, see how the egg has the skinny end and then the bigger end? You'd use the bigger end. Until you hear that little pop. The big end, and you just kind of hold the spoon gently in your hand and let the weight of the spoon do it, so you're not like hitting it hard. Just until you hear that pop. Sometimes you gotta hit it a lot before you hear the pop. Sometimes you hit it like one time and it pops. And sometimes you're doing it and you're thinking, was that a pop? I wasn't paying attention. Or if you're gabbing like I'm doing right now, you don't always hear it. See, I'm not sure if that was a pop. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. But sometimes they do crack in the Instant Pot for me, but I've seen other people do it and they don't. So maybe it's because I do this, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter that much if they crack. So, all right, I'm gonna get these in there. I have about 2 or 3 cups of water in the bottom. I just use that. You know what this is? This is an old fryer basket. I actually got this at a garage sale, and I'm glad I did because I use it all the time. It's all bent up and everything. I got, it was either free or it was like 25 cents. I don't remember. It was next to nothing if it wasn't free. But okay, put it on sealing and pressure cook. It's probably already on 5 minutes. I think last time I did this, used this, it was for eggs, and it is. So it's ready to go, just like that. So when I do the eggs in the Instant Pot like that, I do the 5-5-5 method. You let them, like you saw, it's set for 5 minutes. So as soon as that's done with its 5 minutes, it'll beep or whatever you want to call it. I right away go ahead and shut it off and let it natural release for 5 minutes. So I'll set a timer because I'll lose track of time. So I'll just have my Alexa over there set a timer for me and for 5 minutes, and then as soon as it's done with the 5 minutes, you go ahead and open the valve and let all the pressure out. Do the manual release for the rest. As soon as it's done manual releasing, you dunk them down in ice water for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes cook, 5-minute natural release, 5-minute ice water. Okay, I'm gonna get busy on this salmon. I just tried to get everything out that I was gonna need for it, and I grabbed the parsley. I cannot find dillweed in my spices over there. I don't know why, I've always had it, but apparently I'm out, and I never got more. That, I don't know, it's not like me, so maybe I will put that on my list. Okay, pulled the trash can over, I'll put it over here. And I have my iced coffee too. I guess I gotta use my can opener. See if this will work. I'm faster than the kitchen mama. Alright, so I'm going to drain these off. I'm going to use the same thing that I used for the carrots and get this going. Hopefully I don't have to pick out any like gross stuff from this, because seriously, it will gross me out. So, okay, I'll be back. I gotta show you guys something. You see this? Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm bopping y'all around here. See this right here? This is the seal to my Instant Pot, so yeah, it's never gonna get pressurized. I gotta fix it real quick. Ravioli? No, that's not ravioli. It's rutabaga and carrots. Do you want some?
No.
Josh is looking for a fly swatter, and I know you can see the part of my tripod when I flip the camera this way, but that's okay. Yeah, so I don't know how this is going to work out now, how the eggs are going to turn out, but we'll find out here pretty soon, because I just put it on to 2 minutes instead now. I don't know, because I was thinking, why isn't it coming up to pressure? Why isn't my little peg popping up saying that it's pressurized? I don't know. Well, then I realized, yeah, the seal's not in, so that would be why. Well, I don't know how long it's really going to take, but like I said, I set it for 2 minutes and we'll see what happens, because when I opened it up to put the seal back on, the water inside was boiling. So we'll see. Okay, so there was nothing in this at all. No skin, no bone. It says it's boneless, skinless, and it really is. There wasn't even any of those little bones. So I'm going to grab my 5 eggs. I'm going to put these eggs away, all but 5 of them, because that's what I'm going to need for this. Get my onions chopped up. Yeah, I was telling you that Brendan was doing some landscaping work today, and he was actually doing doing that for one of my clients. I cleaned for her the other day, and she says, hey, do you have a guy at home that might be interested in doing some landscaping work? Well, Chase would definitely do it too. Whoops, I need to leave out 5. Chase would do it too, for sure, but he doesn't drive, so I figured let's just have, let's just see if Brendan wants to do it, and if he doesn't, well, we'll go from there. But this one looks kind of floppy. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it says this is supposed to be minced green onion. I'm just gonna cut it small with my kitchen shears, and we'll just do it that way. So I don't use green onion very often, but there is an Alice Springs chicken that I make that I put green onion on top of. So that might be coming up on the menu too, because I'm not going to use all this green onion for sure. Probably chop it up a little smaller if I can. I should have chopped it into a bowl. It would have been easier to chop it up smaller. This is definitely not really minced, but I don't want to overdo it just because I'm not sure what guys are going to eat this, but if I overdo it on the green onions, none of them will. I can guarantee you that. So I don't have any dill weed, but I do have parsley. I don't even know if I'm going to use the parsley, if I'm being honest. It's kind of old. I don't know how old it is, but it's probably older than I realize, I'm sure. It's not even green anymore, so I actually think I'm just going to dump it since it's not even green anymore. So, all right, that's enough with the green onion chopping. Dump that in, and that's the spoon I tapped the eggs with. I do not consider it dirty, so it just went back into the drawer. Get my green onions back in here and use those within the next couple days. They'll be fine. I need a cup and a fourth, 1 1/4 cup of almond flour, it says. So that in. One 1/4, and we need a 1.5 teaspoons of salt and pepper. So where's my teaspoon? A teaspoon and about 1/2, and the same with the salt. I'm not going to overdo it on the salt. Yeah. So that's probably more like a teaspoon if I'm being honest. But, I mean, you can salt them when you eat them. So, I mean, I could pepper them when I eat them too. Oh, good. The kitchen's open. Oh, gosh. But, all right. What else goes in? Dill weed, which I apparently don't have. Thought I did. Salt and pepper's in. Almond flour. So we just need the eggs now. Okay. Here we go. There goes my Instant Pot. So set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay, we got the timer going for 5 minutes, and after that's done, we'll dunk them down in some ice water. Whoa, look at that. Oh my gosh. That went all over the counter. You're seeing all my fails today. Okay, and these 3 eggs over here were the older ones, so they were supposed to go on top. And should have been used first, but that's all right. They're not that old. I'm just gonna put another egg in. There we go. Okay, let me wipe that up. That's gonna bug me. I feel like I have like salmon drippings and everything on the countertop anyway, so it needed a little wipe down real quick. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, let's see how this looks after it's all mixed together. Got the green onion, the almond flour, the eggs, and the salmon in there, salt and pepper. And that's about it. That's all I have, so. What's that doing? Oh, it's just now starting to 5 minutes. That's looking pretty good. And there goes my timer, 5 minutes for the eggs. So now that that 5 minutes is up, you just manual release. Train. Imagine that. But yeah, I'm just gonna take some and make it into patties. Oh, and that thing just shut off. I'm messing around too much. So that's kind of a small little patty, but that's okay. Let my spoon rest. I've got my oil all heated up over here, and let me tell you, so the blog is That Low Carb Life, and I mean, you guys, I'm not affiliated at all. I don't know her. I just went to it and I went right down the rabbit hole on that blog because there are so many good low carb recipes. Her recipe includes breakfasts, desserts, all kinds of different chaffles, all sorts of different variations of pizzas, side dishes, appetizers, snacks, 30-minute meals, slow cooker meals, instant pot meals, and air fryer meals, and she has 3 ebooks. So that's why I have these notes up here with my sticky notes, because I wouldn't have remembered all that off the top of my head, but there you go. That blog is really great, and I will try to remember to link it down below, but if I happen to forget, first of all, somebody let me know in the comments below that I forgot, and if you just Google That Low Carb Life blog, you're probably gonna find it. So anyway, I found it just by Googling salmon patties, low carb salmon patties. All right. Okay, this manual release is done, so hopefully there's not a bunch of steam, but okay. So we got rutabaga cooking, we got boiled eggs, we got fish over here, we got all kinds of aromas going on. Tongs and a hot pad to pull this out, and right down in the ice water with it. Okay, there's that. I'm just kind of stacking everything up over here. And I didn't, well, yeah, there's one cracked. They didn't crack too bad, so maybe I'm just cooking them too long somehow. I don't know. We're going to leave these in here for another 5 minutes, and then we'll get them peeled. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
So these say 3 minutes per side. 3 to 4 minutes or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it said. I don't have the original recipe right in front of me right this minute. But I have a tendency to cook things longer than I should. I just do. I like my stuff well done. I like to make sure it's all, you know, nice and done. I am going to let it a little bit longer because I didn't have the burner turned up. I had it on low all the way down. So anyway, we're going to let that cook a little bit longer. Then we'll flip them over to the other side because I mean the salmon's already fully cooked anyway. We're just peeling some eggs, but these eggs peel so easy. Like I said, am I recording? Hold on. Okay, I am. So yeah, these, and I'm checking to make sure you can even see me. So the shell is loose on there, yeah. Give a little whack on the side of the sink. Look at that. It just comes right off. And I have done this with the fresh farm eggs, and it peels just as easy. Because, I mean, they're so fresh, and sometimes when they're that fresh, they're harder to peel, but they peel just as good. These are from Costco. So, yeah. I mean, the peel is already completely loose on there. I can feel it. Just ready to pop right out. Okay. I'll finish getting these peeled. Whoa! I'll finish getting these peeled and get back with you. You know you're doing some good food prep when one of the guys comes down and says, it stinks in here. Chase just said, Josh, do you think it stinks in here?
I think it smells good.
Yeah, because you know what it is. Josh loves salmon. I'll tell you what, there's not going to be that many salmon patties, actually, when it's all said and done. Not at all. So none of those are going to go in the freezer. I guarantee you those will get eaten. Between me and John and Josh, I think Hayden will probably like them too. Brendan will probably try it. Chase probably will not, for a couple reasons. He doesn't like the way it smells in here, and also because it has green things in it. Although Josh said, what'd you put in those, chocolate chips? He was kidding, of course, but it's because they kind of looked like this. That's a green onion that got browned in the skillet. But yeah, these are looking fantastic. And they do smell good. It does smell good in here. Believe it or not, it really does. Even though we have boiled eggs, rutabaga, and salmon. Okay, let's see if I can manage to show you the salmon patties without spilling them. Oh, that would make a good thumbnail. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there's 3 of them missing. There are 3 missing already. Brendan came down and he did want to try them, and he loves them. So, yeah. These might even be gone tonight. I doubt it, but it might be close. They are big, so I mean they're thick. They're kind of thick. They're thick, I guess, kind of. But yeah, I'll definitely be making these again. They smell so good. I'm gonna try one. Which one should I try? So I'm just gonna break a little piece off of one and try it. Okay. I want to get some that has a little bit of green onion in it too. Yeah, that's good. That is good. You would never know that that does not have cracker crumbs in it. You really wouldn't. So, yeah, that's an excellent recipe. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And just so you know, you always see me with my hot coffee or my iced coffee going. I do drink water. I have my water sitting right here too, and I'm working on this too, so make sure you get your water in. Okay, we gotta finish getting everything in this soup. This has been cooking for about 4 hours. So I'm just gonna dump everything in, and I'm probably gonna shut it off. I think I am. I'm just gonna shut it off now. Because by the time it sits in the freezer and it gets reheated, it's going to be cooked plenty good. So, lima beans and celery. So this might be nice and thick. We'll see here. Haven't had lima beans in forever. John is home now. So, how do you like lima beans? Yeah. Oh, this looks delicious. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it sit and kind of marry all the flavors together for a little bit, and then I'll get it put into the freezer. And I still haven't deviled the eggs, but you guys know what deviled eggs look like, right? And the eggs are deviled, and now I really, really wish that I would have made 4 more, because look, or 2 more, just 2 more eggs, because we got 4 empty slots. That's all right. This is my little Dollar Tree holder, so I guess I could have made even more and put some in the middle too, but let's not get carried away, right? We got some fancy paprika on there. Nice moderate amount, maybe generous. Okay, so there's the deviled eggs. We're gonna go ahead and get this portioned up into some of these containers that I got at Dollar General. You may have seen these in my Dollar General shop with me. So get these all dished up and oh, splattered. Get those into the freezer and oh yeah, we'll see how many we come up with. And for this, you can eat it like a soup with some of the broth, or you can just scoop out just a scoop of the veggies and just have it like a side dish. So that's how I do it. All right, train. I will get back with you as soon as I get these all dished up. We'll see how many we end up with. Okay, we ended up getting 6 of the soups. I'll put those in the freezer. I'm gonna let them cool off just a little bit, and I'm gonna put them in the freezer. And we got the deviled eggs over here and the salmon patties. What's left of them anyway. For now, I don't think they're gonna hang around too long, but I know John's ready to eat some salmon patties, aren't you, honey?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Huh?
Yes, I am.
All right, guys, this is it. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.